up. Seriously, that type of talk from a politician without any basis for it just should not be acceptable. I mean, period. I can say anything I want because I'm a man in the dark, yelling out into the dark. I mean, if somebody hears this, great. If you like it, fuck, awesome. If it makes you ask questions, that is exactly what I would love to see. But you know what? I haven't been elected. Uh, I have no responsibility other than to just blather, just blah, 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 blah. I'm just going to talk some shit because that's what I'm doing. But I also understand that there are circumstances, that you have to act accordingly. Now, I work a regular job, just as I'm sure all of you. Um, and when I'm at work, I don't get all pissed off and call somebody, hey, douchebox, you know, you can't tell me what to do, or you're being, you don't do that. You don't go up, pop somebody in the eye because they looked at you funny. I mean, you just have to, like I said, there are certain situations where you have to behave accordingly. And when you have somebody like Maxine Waters, impeach 45, shut your fucking, just, ugh. I just can't stand that. And then, there's the problem is that there are numerous Democrats who are pushing that nonsense. It's like, if you had any reason for it, if you had any basis for that, except for twisting everything that is possibly twistable, if you still believe that the travel ban is a Muslim ban, then you, sir, ma'am, whatever, are not bright. Especially considering that travel ban was created by the Obama administration. It just happened to be enforced via executive order by the Trump administration. But it wasn't of his own creation. And it's not a Muslim ban. It's a ban on certain countries, on travel from certain countries that are primarily Muslim. And why does that ban exist? Because of the fact that these are war-torn nations. And they are nations of high, exportation of terrorism. That it's impossible to vet people. There's corruption, there's everything else. So this is what the Obama administration saw. And it's also what Donald Trump and his administration saw. And Donald Trump is just clearly more direct about his approach toward national security. Henceforth, his desire to build a wall, which, well, let's not bullshit ourselves, because, what was it? 7 or 8 years earlier, Obama wanted the same fucking thing. So anybody who, you know what, if you don't like the Trump policies, that's fine. Attack the policies, attack them on their merit, but don't try to claim that there's racism in something that there's clearly no racism in. It is not a Muslim ban. Whether Donald Trump hates Muslims or not, I don't know. And I honestly don't give a shit, because I don't care how he feels. I care what the effects of his policies are. Because the political theater that is on display each and every day in this country is a distraction. And it's not the important part. The important part is, what do our politicians, what do our representatives do? How does it affect us? How does it affect our country? It's not how they talk. It's not, Bernie Sanders, I don't like the Bernster's voice. I don't like the way that he talks. I think that he talks just so, I don't like it. I also can't stand David Lee Roth's accent. There's just something there. I don't know, that New Jersey accent, it bugs me. And I'm sure that people can't stand the Minnesota accent, which I clearly have. And if I can't, I refuse to listen to my own podcast, by the way. Just so you know, refuse to, because I can't stand my own voice. Just saying. But that doesn't mean that I'm against what he says. I mean, I would have voted for Bernie Sanders had Hillary Clinton not fucked Bernie Sanders out of his rightful position as the candidate for the general election. And he certainly would have done better than Hillary against Donald Trump. There's just no question. But I would have voted for Bernie Sanders because, to me, the election was all about there needed to be a reset in this country. How the nation was going under Obama, it was a slow and steady decline. That was just not, it wasn't sustainable. Things were not getting better. They were getting worse. Rights were being diminished. Like I said, the individual mandate on Obamacare is purely, it should not have ever been even considered because it's an attack on the people. It's a demanding that the people themselves be held responsible and face penalties and punishment, but yet these penalties and punishments weren't being applied toward the greedy corporate fucking entities that just keep raising prices. So it was a corporate gift, and that's wrong. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, Libertarian, Green Party. I don't give a shit. If you believe that's right, I disagree firmly and 100%. That, with when presented with opportunities like, say, being the recipients of a guaranteed customer base under penalty of law, like the insurance carriers, medical insurance providers were. Well, when that's the case, you should be held to the highest possible standard with the highest possible penalties if you attempt to screw over that customer base, which was happening at every turn. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of... Yeah, I got sidetracked because I always get sidetracked because that's how my brain works. But anyway, if you're looking for information, like I said, anybody who's doing the impeachment nonsense, hey, you know what? If there's reason to impeach, and by the way, there was no reason to impeach Bill Clinton either. Just so we're clear. Just so we're crystal clear. And I'm not a fan of the Clintons. Like I said, I watch Clinton Cash. Wink, wink. Hey, pointing over there. Clinton Cash. Watch that shit. It's really good. Not a fan of the Clintons. But yet, what someone does in the privacy of their own bedroom or office or car or whatever, I don't really give a shit. And it's none of my business. It's none of your business. And he was impeached for lying. That's what he was impeached for. It was the same scandalous horseshit that Mueller's been trying to pull with the president and has pulled. I mean, you look at who has faced indictment so far. Just take a look into that and find out what they face indictment for. And ask yourself, is making a mistake under oath, or lying or omission under oath, is it something that should be criminally punishable? And should the FBI have the right to attempt to bait you and trap you into a criminal prosecution because of dishonesty or omission or simple, Jeff Sessions, Mr. Magoo. I don't recall. I don't recall. I just can't remember. I'm just so flustered. It's like, you're full of shit. You were on the body that was questioning you for how many years? Fuck off. Bullshit. I call bullshit. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, misfits of all ages, this has been Paul, the Rent Supply Podcast. Do yourself a favor and check out all of the various sources of information out there that you can get. I'm just going to rattle off a bunch of names because these people are people that you should check out. Jimmy Dorn. Check out Jimmy Dorn. Check out Joe Rogan. Check out Graham Hancock. Check out, I'm drawing blanks, Lionel. Got to check out Lionel. Check out Alex Jones, because if nothing else, now Alex whatever. Alex has a vital role to play in informing the public. And if you believe that CNN is a better source of news than InfoWars, I suggest you check your math, bruh. Who else should you check out? Check out me. Check me out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children, misfits, people, whatever. Just, hey, come on back, y'all. You hear? I appreciate you listening. Paul, Rent Supply. God bless y'all. Take it easy.